Hi guys! For today's video, isi-share ko naman sa inyo ang complete list of requirements pag kumuha kayo ng bahay na pasalo sa Pag-ibig. Ngayon, as you can see, ito yung mga kumpletong list of requirements. So, isa-isahin natin ito. So, dapat yung makita ninyong complete list of requirements is ganitong version na 525. Ayan. So, ito na yung bagong complete list of requirements pag kumuha kayo ng pasalo na bahay sa Pag-ibig. Meron tayong dalawang option kung paano tayo makakuha ng pasalo. So, ang iba, through Pag-ibig mismo. Pangalawa is through internal agreement lamang. So, nasa inyo kung alin doon ang mas gusto ninyo. So, pag sinabing internal agreement, so hindi nyo kailangan pang pumunta kay Pag-ibig. So, kayo-kayo lang mismo, buyer and seller, ang mag-uusap nito. Pero kung halimbawa, gusto nyo sa legal na paraan para secure kayo pareho, so mas maganda din na sa mismong Pag-ibig kayo mag-process ng pasalo. Dito, pag once na yung option na pinili ninyo is yung legal through Pag-ibig, so ito yung mga list of requirements na kailangan nyong ihanda. So nakalagay dito guys, purchase of lot or residential unit with transfer of title. Dahil kayo na yung sasalo ng loan ng buyer, kung kaya itatransfer na yung pangalan ng title sa inyo. Kung kaya ganito yung nakalagay dito. So, pinakaunang requirements is itong number 1. Duly accomplished housing loan application. So, ito yung form na to. HLA, housing loan application form na ito. Ito yung pangalan ng form na ito. So, downloadable ito through online. So, pwede nyo itong i-download through online para pagpunta nyo doon sa mismong Pag-ibig is kompleto na kayo ng requirements at hindi kayo pabalik-balik dahil sobrang dami nyong requirements na kailangan i-prepare dito. Kung kayo ay magpa-process na ng pasalo through Pag-ibig, so dapat kompleto na para hindi kayo pabalik-balik doon. So itong form na ito guys, downloadable ito online. So gagawan ko yan ng panibagong blog. I-search nyo lang sa YouTube, Housing Loan Form Online Jubes Blog 2026. Then, lalabas na dyan yung blog ko. At kung paano din ang tamang pag-fill up nitong form na ito. Then, dapat sa form na ito, naka-attach na din yung 1 by 1 na ID picture ninyo. Kaya dapat may 1 by 1 ID na kayo, nakadikit na para pagdating doon is diretso pasa na lang kayo. Ayan. So, dito, dapat 2 copies. Ayan. 2 original copies yung form na ipapasa ninyo. Pangalawang requirements naman is the proof of income. So, dito, makikita natin yung proof of income sa likod. So, see details in the back. So, maya natin yan isa-isahin yung proof of income, kung ano yung mga pwedeng proof of income sa Pag-ibig. Pangatlo is, kailangan may 1 valid ID kayo. 1 Philippine Government Valid ID with signature. So, ipapotocopy nyo ito back to back. Then, pirmahan nyo ng 3 beses. Then, pang-apat naman, in case of discrepancy sa inyong details, so, kailangan nyo magpanotarize ng affidavit of 2 disinterested person. So, 1 original copy at saka 1 photocopy. Affidavit of discrepancy. 1 original copy and 1 photocopy. Then, PSA birth certificate and 1 Philippine Government Valid ID of 2 affiants. So, itong number 4, in case lang naman na may discrepancy sa personal details ninyo. Dito naman tayo sa number 5, latest title in the name of living sellers. So, ito yung nagpasalo. Kailangan may original na siya na title na nakapangalan sa kanya. Original Certificate of Title, OCT, or Transfer Certificate of Title. Ayan, so dapat hawak na niya at nakapangalan na sa kanya para pwede kayong mag-apply ng pasalo. Number 6 is dapat updated yung tax declaration, house and lot, classified as residential, updated real estate tax receipts of the quarter immediately preceding the date of application. So, kailangan din ipapotocopy or xerox nyo ito, tig 2. Ayan, so dapat may updated tax declaration kayo at saka yung updated real estate tax receipt. Ayan, so 2 yan. Ayan, magkaiba yan sa number 6. Dapat may updated na tax deck kayo. At pangalawa is yung tax receipt. Ayan, so dapat meron yan, 2 yan. Ayan. Next naman is the number 7. Dito tayo sa number 7, contract to sell or similar agreement between the buyer and the seller. So, kailangan yung isang original copy yung isa-submit ninyo. Seller. Then, take note, tumatanggap naman si Pag-ibig yung walang notaryo na deed of sale. Dahil for approval pa lang yung application ninyo sa pasalo. So, approval working days nila is within 20 days. So, pagkapasa nyo na lahat ng requirements, sa loob ng 20 days is magtitik si Pag-ibig sa inyo kung approve or rejected ba yung inyong application. So, pag once na approve na, so doon pa lang ninyo kailangan ipanotaryo yung inyong deed of sale. Dahil doon na mag-start yung kailangan nyo na itong ipa-process sa BIR. Dahil pag once na advance yung pagpanotaryo ninyo, so start na yon ng inyong tax. Kung kaya tumatanggap si Pag-ibig ng deed of sale na walang notaryo. Next naman is dito tayo sa number 8. Sa number 8 naman, vicinity map or sketch the location of property. Kailangan naka-Google Maps. Then, nakikita yung landmarks. Ayan. So, gamit yung Google Maps niyo, i-search nyo lang kung saan yung location ng bahay na kukunin ninyo at dapat may nakalagay na landmarks. So, nakalagay dito 1 original copy. Ito naman, if with representative or attorney in fact. So, kung hindi kayo mismo yung magpa-process, guys, halimbawa through representative, so Pag-ibig Funds shall conduct an identity validation of both the borrower's spouse or seller. So, take note, pag once naman na kumpleto naman yung requirements ninyo, and then nasa malayo yung seller, halimbawa mag-abroad yung seller, or nasa abroad na siya, so pwede namang i-video call or pwede ding personal appearance. Ayan, so nasa 2, video call or kaya personal appearance, yung seller is pwede. Itong video call, halimbawa, nasa malayo, like na OFW is pwede naman. I-video call nyo yung seller para lang ma-confirm ni Pag-ibig. Pag once na representative yung mag-process, so ito yung mga documents na kailangan ninyo. So, halimbawa, mga OFW members, so kailangan nila mag-execute ng SPA. Ayan, so ito din yung mga iba pang requirements. So, basahin nyo na lang yan for more information. Pag once na na-approve yung pasalo ninyo, so ito ay may appraisal fee na 2,000 pesos at saka processing fee na 1,000 pesos. Ayan, dito na tayo sa likod ng form. Income documents naman tayo. So, for locally employed, any of the following ang kailangan. So, kailangan may Certificate of Employment kayo and compensation or SEC. Indicating the gross monthly income, kung magkano yung monthly income ninyo at saka yung monthly allowances ninyo. At monthly monetary benefits received by the employee. So, kailangan 1 original copy. Duly signed by the authorized signatory of the employer. Pag kayo ay employed, kailangan ng CEC, Certificate of Employment and Compensation. Next naman is the latest income tax return. ITR BIR form number 2316 for the year immediately preceding the date of loan application. Duly acknowledged by the BIR authorized representative of employer. 1 photocopy naman. Or, sa pangatlo, 1 month payslip within the last 3 months prior to the date of loan application with name and signature of the authorized signatory of employer. Kailangan one certified true copy ito. So, dito guys, sa tatlong nabanggit, so dito sa tatlo, alin dito sa tatlo ang meron kayo, so yun yung ipapasa ninyo. So, hindi kailangan na meron kayo nitong tatlo lahat. Isa lang sa mga naandito sa tatlo ang ipapasa ninyo. So, kung may ganito na kayo, 1 month payslip, so yan na yung proof of income ninyo. Dito, for government employees naman, who will be paying their loan amortization through salary deduction, the original copy of 1 month payslip within the last 3 months din, prior to date of loan application, must be submitted together with the, ganun din, CEC, Certificate of Employment and Compensation, or kaya ITR as mentioned above. So, ito. Ayan. So, kung kayo naman is government employees. Next is for self-employed, any of the following din. Kailangan may ITR, Income Tax Return, BIR Form Number 1701. Kailangan certified true copy ito, duly certified by the BIR. Certificate of Registration na issued by the BIR. Then, audited financial statement, 1 photocopy, an official receipt of tax payment from bank supported with DTI registration and mayor's permit or business permit, 1 photocopy and sketch of business location detailed with landmarks. Ayan. So, kung kayo ay self-employed, so, sobrang dami yung requirements na kailangan ipakita or i-prepare. So, ito yon. Pangalawa naman is the commission voucher. So, 1 photocopy or certification of commission received for the last 12 months. So, ito naman sa mga commission voucher naman. Pangatlo is the bank statement. So, 1 original copy or kaya passbook ninyo, 1 photocopy for the last 12 months. Then, dito sa bank statement, so 1 original copy or sa passbook, 1 photocopy for the last 12 months. So, lahat ng transaction mo last 12 months sa inyong bank. Then, gagawa din kayo ng authorization letter from the depositor to conduct bank verification indicating the following information. Account name, type, number, opening date, depository bank, signature over printed name of depositor and details of credit investigator from Pag-ibig Fund. Ito ng authorization letter na pinapahintulutan nyo sa Pag-ibig Fund na mag-verify sa inyong bank account. So, gagawa ko ng sample nito sa tutorial ko dito sa authorization letter for Pag-ibig Fund. So, dapat naka-indicate yung lahat ng details na nakalagay ni Pag-ibig dito. Ayan. So, na pinapahintulutan nyo sa Pag-ibig na i-verify yung bank details ninyo kung totoo nga bang yung proof of income ninyo. Pag kukuha pala kayo ng bank statement sa bank guys, so may bayad yung bank statement nila. So of course, pinapaprint nila. So may bayad per page. So depende sa bank. So sa Asia United Bank is 11 pesos per page. So, dito na tayo sa D. Next, notarize lease contract, proof of ownership or rights over the payment, subject of lease, if income is derived from rental payments. So, kung halimbawa, yung may mga paupahan. So, ito naman yung proof of income ninyo. Next is certified true copy of transport franchise issued by the appropriate government agency. Kung halimbawa LGU for tricycles, LTFRB for other PUBs, Marina or for sea transportation, and 1 valid official receipt or 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 certificate of registration or CR, so 1 photocopy naman. Next is certificate of engagement naman. Ito yung form issued by the owner of the business or person availing in the services of barangay captain or barangay secretary with written authorization from the barangay captain. 1 original copy naman. Next, ITR BIR form number 1701. Dapat 1 certified true copy, duly certified by BIR for fees on professional services, commissions or services rendered for the last 12 months. Professional services like sa mga dentist, mga doktor, ayan. So, kailangan may ITR, BIR form number 1701 sila. 1 certified true copy. Then take note, the applicant may submit ITR BIR form number 2307, one photocopy to support or supplement the income document mentioned above. Para sa mga OFW naman, ito yung complete list of requirements na kailangan nyo pag once kayo is OFW. Basahin nyo na lang, screenshot nyo yung cellphone niyo para may idea kayo, or basahin nyo na lang for more information for the complete requirements sa proof of income ninyo if OFW kayo. So ito na yung lahat.